the NFL on EA Sports. And we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Eagles and the Falcons on Monday night prime time.
TikTok shop right now. Not exactly this one. Yours is going to come glued. But we're putting up in a TikTok shop for an amazing
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crash down inside, and tackle him for a loss?
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Hey, if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1. With 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Play action. Now Richardson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 17 carries, 55 yards.
There were some signs of life from the ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's
I like that he went up and hit it.
And he's telling his team,
this
is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Mac struggling.
Defenders on the drive's first play.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
17 carries for 55 yards last week only for CMC against the Commanders.
Yeah, but he had 187 yards catching, Jacob.
Now Jones.
So he was doing damage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man.
He had 187 yards catching.
2 yards there on the
Dude had over 200 yards. He did his job. The defense just couldn't stop the run. They didn't do their jobs. So they got all that smoke in practice.
Towards the middle of the field to get
himself space to
cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Also, I played RJ weird. I decided to go all zone with RJ. I would literally only use zone.
Overthink things. Get back to what works.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on.
I wanted to play him like that because I wanted to try that out, see how that would work out. But he didn't make any mistakes. So, kudos on RJ for not making any mistakes.
5 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
7 yards there and a first down. The Eagles had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And right now they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll bet someone called the league office to protest, but sometimes it just shakes out that way. But they can get out of this with a split, knowing they'll get those home games later in the season.
It could be quite an
Oh, where you going?
if they take care of business now.
Throwing on first down, but this
You're wide open. I don't know why you ran back inside.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Off play action, Richardson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They are way too far.
Back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. They'd have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
Ooh, you got it.
And he's taken down.
Hey.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. You know, during both of these teams reviewed the film and saw this defense had 5 sacks last week. They've got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know,
Is that pass interference?
race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Let's go. What? On me? What the fuck?
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 10-0 the score after 1. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing, Jones. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now a 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They go play action with Richardson. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again, it's Richardson.
Oh, no way.
But this is intercepted. It's Marte Mapu, and the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half.
But
You're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 30-yard line.
Take it to Bernard Granados.
In the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone.
I don't know if that was a great play by the linebacker or what, but I didn't think he was bad.
The Eagles offense set to
I don't
begin
think
their
he was
next
going to be
drive.
able to get that.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
19 Tiger. Let's go.
Richardson to throw off play action. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14.
Let's go now.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Richardson with the 15-step drop roll.
Taking it in over the middle. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Richardson off the play fake. Rolling to his right. He'll look downfield for Waller.
I'm just glad that he throws it out of bounds whenever he fucks up. He just throws it deep and just out of bounds. He doesn't give nobody a chance.
But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. He's going to get this one.
Why did you run back?
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. And now they're in the hurry up.
This is one's company.
Richardson on the bootleg here. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Richardson looking to throw.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Richardson. That is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the kick is good. He needed a little help from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where everyone's eager to resume play here this Week 2 contest. So we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Need a second half statement.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also,
looking for one.
Oh, that just stayed there? No way. I thought he followed that dude.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
What?
And this is going to be a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make it 13-7. That drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On first down, Richardson. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Play action. Now Richardson. And he's caught downfield. It's Ward. And they got it right across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
He got 29 yards that time. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game.
No, he threw it inaccurately.
Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards the final tally.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Off play action. Richardson
rolling to his left. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second down, here's Richardson.
He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead. Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest.
Yeah, definitely needed that score.
In that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, at the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Jones throw complete here to his receiver Brown.
Almost had that sack.
Get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing Jones.
No way.
And he has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol.
Taken down at the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now Jones. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On second down, Kamara. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is incomplete. So now fourth and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me.
Oh, let's go.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go.
That was close.
They have to get stout on defense here.
Right now, really hoping for a turnover.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now Richardson from near his goal line. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Richardson off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out of bounds across
Slung
the
it in there,
15-yard
man. Good
line.
job.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That third down conversion good for 23.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They go play action with Richardson. And this one is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here Richardson yet again. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. First target, first catch, and a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Richardson's throw going into the hands of Williams. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 36-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Back to the air with Richardson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth.
Looks like Eagles are going to win a close one. Get Renado's a snap.
The other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about.
Yeah, we're up 2 scores. Low time. Yeah, he'll probably gonna come in, avoid some injuries.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Gotta get him some snaps.
Now coming out on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time.
Renado's is a gamer. Gotta get him the pigskin.
Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 10, Jones. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused.
Gotta pick that off, bro.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Is Archer? Is Archer still here? I was like, is Archer still here?
Plus, he's on the sideline trying to bang the cheerleaders.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And this is intercepted. And that should do. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they'll start.
People have been asking for this.
At the 47-yard line.
No, so we created players. And whatever the last pick of the year draft, that's what we're going to name him after us. I drafted a quarterback, and Jake is. I drafted a quarterback, but I named him after me.
Here's the Philadelphia.
So he's coming in.
To take over possession.
Look at that dude. Looking like a stud.
They are in 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
You can't hand the ball off the whole time long. At least one pass.
And we're going deep. He's been told by the coach. Oh no! What a debut! Oh God! I tell you. This motherfucker sucks.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the score, and the score the other way.
What the fuck was that?
They're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
That was really pedestrian, man. Oh!
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here comes he like, here, I'm back at it. Don't worry, I'm back.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
He said, Coach, do something better for me.
And make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Because that last one was on him.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Oh my God! No!
These guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Why does he look like that?
Gets his first touchdown pass. That's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception. That's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? What does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands?
Why is he playing like that?
That's when the coaches
He looks so retarded.
and that's what they'll grill him on. And see
He just walks backwards like that. What is that? I know, man. With great blocking, it'll be so much better.
This is the best content of all time.
They gave it a little too realistic. Because that's exactly what I would look like if I was playing.
Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining,
Those two snaps.
for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
They're unable to
Pass interference.
flag comes in, and the contact may have come too early.
Go.
Pass interference.
Moving the football down the field.
To be going over too well on the defensive side.
Sack, fumble for a tutty, and pick almost 6.
Just saying right now, hey, you got to call that both ways.
Pass interference.
And that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Why are they blitzing so much?
Just that first read that you have, maybe you get it.
Jose has the soft touch on his passes. Even bullet passes.
I don't know, they coming after me.
On play action, they'll throw.
There we go. First completion, baby.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage.
Here we go. To your team.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
There you go. He's looking more comfortable. Look at him.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with
He's a play-action guy. That's what it is.
Here we go. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Roll RJ.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, let's go! Oh!
And finally down he goes as they work it inside.
Threaded it in there.
7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Jose's got some wheels back there, that's for sure.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Falcons going to use their third.
Will we see a passing touchdown?
As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
I think so.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, sometimes one doesn't throw the football that exists when you're between the 20s. They don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DV, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he dropped it.
It's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 11, 37 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Boot drive low.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be brought down after a nice game.
That QB is going to need a lot of extra practice.
To throw is Jones.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that looked rough. Straight back drops are not his thing.
Hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
I never felt somebody like move so retarded.
And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks.
All right, well, I don't think he got anything out of that. Jalen Carter got something out of that. All right. Thanks for watching, boys. I'm out.